Добрый вечер, дамы и господа. Что ж, давайте продолжать. Макс Пейн, вторая часть у нас. Поехали. Остановились мы на том, что Макс прибыл пал, по-моему, и в Бразилию. Неважно. Куда-то южную в Америку ищет жену своего мертвого босса. Так, а почему у меня пад кривой? Сейчас мы немножко под нас. О, не хочет? Подожди. Ладно, сейчас. Максон побрился у нас, похож на Хайзенберга. Ров. Блин, конечно, он в этой рубашке с попугайчиками. А, ну все, вроде окей, вроде захват. Ох, как же долго она грузится-то. Так, один момент есть. Потребность проверить кое-что. А? Я себе. Подождите. Надо проверить кое-какие. Подключение, настроечки. Название канала. Так, надо. Попробуем, но факт, что будет работать. Ага. Чатик похерился. Так, как его надо. Это он не фурычит. Сейчас что-нибудь написать. Интересно. Интересно, девки пляшут. Так, ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка. Поддержать канал, название канала. Ладно, чат не фурычит. Ну ладно, бог с ним тогда. А, вот, сейчас он мне предлагает войти, кажется. Ох ты ж, ёптыть. Давай, входи. Странно, странно, странно. Почему ж так происходит? Вопрос. Взял звонок. Ладно, хер с ним. Потом настроим, я думаю. Все. Давайте запускать, что ли, тогда. Пейна. Продолжаем сюжет. Максун зашел в какие-то трущобы. Вечериночку идем. Место. Давай.
There's two types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future, and those who spend their lives trying to rebuild the past. For too long, I've been stuck in between. Hidden in the dark. What was I really doing walking in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous shirt? Was I there to make something right? Or was I just using a messed up situation to indulge myself, grasping at some desperate delusion of control? Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I care to admit.
Нормально у вас тусовочка такая.
I had stumbled into some kind of street party. This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses. I felt dumb and exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered, sober or drunk, I was hardly undercover. I stood out in this place like a streetwalker in a monastery.
Пацаны окружили.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando! Eu te chamei aqui, porra!
Easy, pal, easy.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda!
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro! Hã?
Desculpa, amigo, por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado! Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele! Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Anda logo. Para logo! Filho da puta! Valeu, mano. Bem-vindo à favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora daqui!
All things considered, I was gonna have to look on this as a good outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me. Middle-income ass-kickers who protected the rich by shooting kids like them.
Макс, бля.
First day off the sauce, and somehow I'd still ended up in the gutter.
Канале опять. Ты хотя бы кобуру, блин, спрятал, не знаю, поверх рубахи напялил кобуру.
If there was one thing I'd learned since I've been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, it was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Tá louco.
Оп-оп-оп, обошли.
Tá na hora da janta, caralho!
Jogar palitinho, rapaz.
Mostra.
Pô, que isso, a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele.
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido? Onde estou?
Tá no lugar errado, rapá.
No comprende. I need a phone, a telephone.
Bora.
Publico.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap. If I was gonna find my way out of this mess, I was on my own.
Ох, трущоба.
It looked like there was a bar up ahead. The irony was not lost on me. I figured sobriety was no use to me dead.
Passa baseado. Ih, não tua vez não, passa aí, meu.
Опять он решил бухнуть. Макс, ну, блядь, сколько ж можно пить-то?
Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o fusão, menino.
Реально трущобы, блин. Южная Америка, ужас. Вот где коронавирус порылся. Ты заблудился, белый? Воу, воу. Что за уебок? Опять музон качает. О, господи, прям кокс нюхает у шлюхи сисек. Ой. Да что творится?
I hoped this classy-looking establishment would
Шикарно.
have a phone so I could call Passos. Either that or a gun so I could shoot myself and save these kids the bother. Hey, that telephone?
Telefone, vai lá no fundo, ó. Segue em frente.
When you're stuck in a foreign country and you don't know the words for reverse charges, and you're in some lonely skin joint in the middle of some poor slum, having just had every last cent robbed from you, and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Hey, Matt. Can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna
Вряд
shoot
ли.
me, make it quick, I'm a little busy.
If I was going to shoot you, I wouldn't waste a beer.
Wait, come on. I'm trying to dry out a bit, so just a soda, please.
Sure. Why don't you go sit down? Guaraná pra ele, choque pra mim. Bem gelado. Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well,
Wilson da Silva. Very good to meet you.
nice to meet you, I think.
Although you'll forgive me if I promise never to employ you as my bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Bronco.
Fuck you.
You were set up.
Bet your ass I was.
Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Serrano.
Yep. He's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here. Milo Hegel. They work for this vigilante group, Crasha Preto.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Branco. Now, you see, many years ago, he helped clear some villages on a bit of land Rodrigo Branco wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Branco?
Yes, he did some very bad things. Anyway, have you ever seen this guy?
Maybe at the stadium.
I knew you were involved in that business. You know, I wanted to investigate that, but I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. But we had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go.
Нас отпустили.
It's a little weird right now, but I know that Victor Branco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Branco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You helped me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Перей. Оба пацаны
E aí,
подходят.
gringo? O que você tá fazendo aí?
Че тут забыл, а?
No comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
Блять. Блять, я его не вижу. Ой-ой, блять. Да откуда ж, блять? Пута. Ой, об телефон. Тактический отход, блять. Где 2 ствола? О! Наконец-то. Постреляем немножко, ребятки. Че?
Serrano, the man of the hour. Had De Silva left this there on purpose as some passive-aggressive message to the CS from a cop who was apparently too scared to go near any real criminals? It was a strange
What?
power play.
Вообще, по-хорошему... Ладно, кольт пригодится, пусть. О, вот дайте-ка мне эту штуку сюда. Ута! Жопу он стрелял ему. Готово. Por favor, амиго. Нет, нет, нет. Какой солдат.
You're American?
Американец.
Am I glad to see you?
Мать твоя.
Fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum. But it's got the cheapest pussy in the world.
Но девки дешевле не бывает.
Fuck me. I mean,
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country.
По крайней мере, по местным законам.
And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day.
Грингос.
Jesus, what a fucking creep.
Поговорил с туристом, называется. Как, нормально? О, пожалуйста, пожалуйста.
I'd have felt worse taking someone's medication if everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me. It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
А почему у меня револьвер?
É o gringo. Ah, não sei. Tô vendo porra nenhuma. A gente desce ou não? Foda-se. Isso aí já era, não vale a pena não. É certo. Vamos lá.
The fireworks display was clearly in my honor, making sure everyone roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest.
Ой-ой.
I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I'd just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Не вижу его. Где этот Грингос, бля? Ах. Приятная стрельба все-таки в игре. Крайне. Шьёпкать. Сука. Так, погнали. Можно я возьму, пожалуй. такую комплекцию. Это были патроны, я видел, да? Может быть, и 2 УЗИшки взять? Ну-ка. А 2 УЗИшки нельзя, жаль. Ну ладно, пойдем. С кольтом. Ясно, нам сюда. Кольт, автомат дайте мне. Пробиваемся дальше. Вот сука. Хорошо, попал в меня, блядь. Воскресший из мертвых. 25 раз победить. В схватке какой-то, по-моему. Такое было. Ой, что происходит здесь? Подождите. Так, все ли?
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus.
Мне нужно
I could hear a woman screaming.
сконцентрироваться.
I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how. Nova Esperanza wasn't exactly a dinner and movie kind of place. I recognized the hoods who jumped me earlier. I was trying to decide whether to crash this party or turn back, when my natural grace and finesse made the decision for me.
Природная грация. Ой-ой. Еще один, по-моему, где-то. Калаш мне, калаш дайте. Бегом. Ау. Сука. Вот мразь. Попал в меня. Откуда? На! Мерзотный. Ой, он как... Кажется, мне дрободаном заехал. Калаш. Слушай, а это патронов нет? Нет, только на калаш. Обезьяну. Сейчас вы получите обезьяну. Ой-ой. От бедра, от бедра. Как ты выжил, мразь? Пас 15. О, прикольно. Мерда. Ду-ду-ду-ду-ду-ду-ду-ду-ду. Херня. О, 2 обреза. Интересно.
Fabiano's market value is falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock.
Опа.
Bastards looked different, tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiano wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
Серьезные пацаны. Будем расслабляться.
This was going to be a safe medical detox. There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Tá faltando uma loira esguelada. Você falou que ia buscar, porra. Pô, eu falei pra esse otário aqui 3 vezes, aí até agora nada. Vai tomando seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja sempre. Que porra que estão fazendo lá embaixo? Sei lá, os malandros matariam sua mãe por uma trouxa de maconha.
Попробую запрыгнуть к ним. Блин. Я должен попытаться туда запрыгнуть. Да что за хуйня? Ау! Я гроблю себя, но ничего. Это нереально, кажется. Закрой пасть. Пошла жара. Вот, сука, попал. Так, что дальше?
Giovanna, charity worker and socialite. Work with the poor and play with the rich. You try to live in two worlds. Eventually you're gonna get your life ripped apart.
Сука. Серьезно ранили. Вентурас Пасос. У этих пацанов ничего нету. Ну ладно. Пивасик.
Eu consigo ver o medo nos seus olhos, seu otário.
О, блять.
Você vai morrer!
Ой, блядь, ой, пиздец. Сука. Вижу. Не вижу. Блядь, углов не хватает. На! На! Блядство! Вот это заварушка. Устроили с пацанами немножко. Жрем наркоту. Йоу, йоу. Музон качает. Южноамериканский рэп. Здорово! О! Да ты охерел, блядь. На. Где это говно играет?
Passos had told me about this stuff. Oxidado.
Ржавка.
Rust, packed full of healthy ingredients like quicklime and kerosene, cheaper, stronger, and deadlier than crack. Easily marketed to the poor and desperate. All in all, a fine, honorable way to earn a living.
Я не пойму, откуда музыка играет, блядь. Второй этаж? На второй этаж, что я, блядь, сейчас их спалю. Нормально, копытом он дал. Сигареты. Пропал. Макс что-то задумал. Ну да, драгстрейд, ага. Бомбануло знатно. Ой, командир Сомбра.
I was definitely in Commando Sombra territory. If Fabiana was still alive, she couldn't be far away.
Залетаем.
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad. Since I was in the neighborhood, I figured he wouldn't mind if I dropped in and thanked him personally for his hospitality. It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
Ух ты ж, ёб твою мать. Пута! Вот пута. Блять, нормально, они хорошо. Блять, уходи. Ох ты ж, блять. Сукины дети. Вот блядство. Ой-ой. Тут их вообще жестко. Очень много. Это меня жестко расстреляли прям вообще сразу. Где укрыться нельзя? Мертв. Хороший скрипт. Как ты, сука, выжил, блядь? Пизда, мне я сейчас умру, наверное, от этой херни. Я вроде живой еще. Пора менять. Так, заходим. Чё ты там, Эйфузо?
I had to hope the king was in his castle.
Ну, кто-нибудь, хоть кто-нибудь. Да, мне кажется, бабу уже увели
As I
1000 раз.
approached the spot, I could hear raised voices.
Para de chorar!
Then I saw that Marcello had turned up with a suitcase full of money along with Fabiano's sister, Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well.
Rapaz, por favor!
I wasn't
там все.
expecting quite so many armed goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Круче, чем я есть.
Guns down!
Блять, охуенно. Блять, что?
No one needs to die, asshole!
Tomar no cu, seu gringo de merda! Vou matar sim!
Don't you kill her! Don't you!
Ok.
Сука, он застрелил ее.
Atividade! É a porra da UP! Ó, você fica com o gringo! Adivinha quanto tem depois? Vamos nessa, caralho! Atividade! Atividade, caralho!
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
Ой, бля. Глава 7, пощады ждать неоткуда.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she had been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business, but I knew that was just grief. The insanity that comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Опа.
Me. Max Payne?
Somehow, I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
Ах вы сукины дети. На.
If we could get back to Passos, we'd be in a slightly better position to handle this situation.
Так, мне нужен второй ствол. Два ствола это. Два кольта решают проблемы в этой игре. По уровню точности. Еще одного не вижу, блять. Кусты. Блять, откуда?
I couldn't just leave him. I knew I shouldn't have gone there, and that Passos might have to pay the price for my sentimentality.
Sorry, I just had to say goodbye. You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Твою мать. Как он мне... Блять, как он мне так стреляет, Макс. Просто пипец.
I started to wonder if my luck was about to run out when I realized it had a long time ago. That's why I was here.
There he is! The one he's mine!
Награда моя.
That's if there's
Что?
anything left to identify the bodies with.
Гранатомет херачит. Вот хер.
Good? I'm okay.
Пец он старый вообще. Блять, патронов нет. Ой, блять, что произошло? Ах ты ж, блять. Я промазал. Вот суки. Как ты выжил, блядь? Да, сука. Ублюдок ебаный. Дайте патронов. Да похер, давай сюда. Упс, парень получил потрошей. Я перезаряжусь. По чертовым мужикам. Вот сука. Пиздец их там. Ой-ой, блядь, ой-ой, я не вижу его. Пизда мне. Мертв. Да что вас всех, сука. Вот ублюдок попал в меня. Дайте патронов, мать вашу. Кстати, да, почему бы и нет? Разгромил все нахер. Погнали. Тур-тур-тур-тур. О,
The
это
dead
я
bodies
заберу.
didn't need them.
Through the gate. Hey, come on. Hey, wake up. Let's go.
$1000.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked them? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look, we all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even, all right? All right? Fair. That's all. I look like a fucking socialist to you, fool. And aid worker.
Похож на социалист, придурок.
Together. Okay? Look. Cuz, how long we been doing this? I'm not giving no handouts. Not asking for a
Блять, что он делает?
Whatever, shut up, whatever you say.
Блять.
Just look.
Его убили, блять. Да что, блять, за хуйня? Блять, как? Куда? Я ж не вижу ни хера. На! Гача! Опс.
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
Так, пистоль есть. О, дрободанес. Блять. И раунд.
The longer they have us split up, the more chance they had of picking us off.
Нычечки нет, нычечек никаких. Ладно, движемся дальше. Вот есть что-то.
I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place whacked out on meds.
10 любых препаратов.
Be cool, okay? Be cool. Don't tell me to be cool. You Max Payne? Who? Fucking funny. Whatever. You're Max Payne.
Дилетант.
I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
This guy's luck is running out.
Think about it.
Упс.
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
You got my back, man.
Jesus, you okay?
Блять, ну что за... Пуль так долго. Блять, как меня бесит это прицеливание. С этого ключа это просто не описать. 300 выстрелов в голову, сучки. Блять, ну Макс, ну прицелься, ебать тебя в рот. No problem, bro. Проблема, бро. Че, мы закончили здесь, не? Что за алтарь? Деталь за... О-о-о. Так, деталь какая-то есть. Че, пойдем?
Holy shit, what the hell is going on here?
Мать-гремать.
Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor
Greg.
bastard quite literally on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper!
Снайпер!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down. Shot came from the top of the mausoleum. Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Блять, и что мне делать?
Go, Max! Move to the tomb!
Бегу! Да. Бегу, блять, куда-то не туда. Ох ты ж, блядь. Ой, блядь, ой, пиздец.
Sure. Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
Gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Go, hit the gravestone. Don't give that sniper anything to aim at.
О, бля. А как он мне попал в голову, сука, я же добежал. Он не должен меня там был
Up in the
видеть.
tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man. Don't let them draw you out. Okay, here I go.
Да, блядь. А куда я должен бежать там, сука?
Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
За
That's
крест.
anyone's guess.
Hey, asshole! More of them! They're rushing you! You okay?
Да живой.
Right up to the moment my head gets blown.
Gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me. Get behind that thing. Be careful, man. Shoot that piece of shit. Shoot him, you morons.
Блядь, патроны. Чем мне стрелять нахер? Руками? Блядь, ну они дебилы, конечно, еще те. Блядь, ну это пиздец. Патронов нет. Экономить.
Up in the tower.
This is the only way through.
If I lay
Каждому
down cover,
патрону.
can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
No, Max! Move to the tomb! Don't let them draw you out!
Блядь, надо в голову стрелять, сука.
You okay?
Sure.
Сейчас.
Right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
Gotta move again. I'll give you cover. Wait on me.
Блядь, какой дебильный уровень, сука.
Go! Hit the gravestone!
Ну и чё?
Quick! Don't give that sniper anything to aim at! Shoot! Shoot! Come on, man! Look where it's going! Hey, cover me, guys! I'll cover you!
Ой, бля.
I'm gonna cover you again. See if you can flank it. Get a shot.
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Window's coming up.
Great.
Go around. Left. Get an angle.
Бля, я его даже не... А, нет, я его вижу, но у меня 2 патрона.
Flank it, man, to the left.
Так, все, у меня патронов нет. Что, блядь, происходит с ебучим этим? Не пойму, что происходит. С АБСом сегодня какая-то херня. Так, у нас проблема, блядь. Time to go. Нет патронов вообще никак. Подожди, есть. Есть еще целый магазин. Видал? Ты это видал? Валим с этого проклятого кладбища. Револьвер какой-то. А, не, кольт. Ага, пацаны такие, кек.
We
Здрасте.
came in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
Приз.
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste.
Бля, у меня патронов нет.
Turn around. Turn around. Move. Move.
Move.
Hold it. That way, you fucking jokers. Move.
Where are we going?
К вашим могилам. А, к могилам. Могила сынка. Уже похоронили его так быстро?
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son. My boy.
My fucking son.
My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you!
Fuck
Sorry for
you.
your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started. Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Ой, бля.
Fuck you! You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ah!
Ого.
You killed my son! Dig! Now!
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig.
Sure, he
Dig.
lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
Where are you going? I die!
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, follow me.
Ну да, нормально. Всего лишь огрели. Винсент Гаи. Винсент Гаити. Охереть.
Nitty. I didn't think there was enough of him left to fill a grave.
Это тот, который взорвался в
His
2003-м.
antics had brought the once great house of Punchinello to its knees, and they were still struggling to stand up.
Чё написано? Его пламя пылает ярко в конце. Ну да, что реально. Ой-ой, блядь. Это было опрометчиво. Так бежать там как-то непонятно. Эти сукины дети. Ох, нихера. Вот так выстрел. Хороший ж хедшот, хороший. Тыр-тыр-тыр. Как красиво гильзы полетели. Ой, блядь. Блядь, мне не нравится эта позиция. Вообще просто пиздец. Вот блядство. Ой, неудобно здесь спускаться крайне. Вот, сука, откуда? Блять, ты нормально идешь, вообще прикрываешь меня, смотрю, вовсю. О. Спустимся в морг.
How appropriate.
Фейерверки. Минус молодой человек. Целься в врагов, говорит, понял. Так, патрончики, что еще тут? Свежие трупы. Прижженный какой музон.
Hey, psst, this way. Up there. Go on. Go, go, go.
Go, go.
You go first.
All right, gentlemen, thank you.
This place looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Like I said, Passo's always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
All right.
Spread out and clear every room before you move on. We don't want to miss these damn fools.
Our SOS was gonna have to wait.
Подпустим их поближе. Блять, целиться неудобно. Сука, как они попадают в меня, блять? Да не ссы. Реакшн, давай. На, коротышка.
Okay, let's find that phone. Make a call.
Make a call.
Gotta be a landline in that office, man.
О.
least for a little while.
Let me just call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here. Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vai pra lá. Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda. Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda, cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
Застрелить его можно будет? Да.
It was time to get out of there. Seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below.
Самосуд.
I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiana. In that awful nightclub, the stage.
Мне кажется, он разворошил
I'd been given enough chances to
улей.
get this right, and again,
Где этот
I'd
сукин
blown
сын?
it.
Дайте его застрелю. А бабы
Perhaps
уже
this was
нет.
my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same
8
mistakes
патронов?
for
Вы
all
чё?
eternity.
С чем я буду, блять, убивать их? Руками?
Cops didn't seem too concerned with meeting their arrest quotas. Between me and Sao Paulo's finest, it'd be a miracle if the CS were still in business by the end of the day. It was a goddamn war zone. I had to assume Giovanna and Marcelo were out there somewhere. Maybe I still had a chance to get somebody in that family through the day in one piece.
Да, тут реально война. Какой-то херов Вьетнам. Ой, блядь. Чё за война?
The place was
Cops,
swarming with cops. But they weren't there for me, as far as I could tell. And I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day. If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too.
О,
Giovanna
они их
and
взяли.
Marcelo were still alive, but I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example of private security work.
Private security work, точно. Не мучайся.
I'd heard about these raids. Rena-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge. When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Everyone was fair game, as I was about to find out.
Твою мать, блядь. Ой-ой, блядь. Нихера. Серьезные молодые люди.
Acabe com ele!
Так, мне нужен ствол. Да откуда ж, блядь? Откуда? Пута. Сука, пута, пута. Я ж пытаюсь патрончики взять, да. Давай, поднимись-ка. О, что-то есть. Дезерт год. О, интересно. Он просто без прицела? Ну ладно. Я отползаю. Тело.
55.
55.
That number before. Were these the same bloodthirsty motherfuckers that showed up after the shootout at the party? The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone Giovanna and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second.
Quem você é? O que você quer?
Лицо есть. Я... Ах, here's the Johnny. Только не вертолеты. Блять. Ясно, он был скриптовый. Это тут, конечно. Ай, блять. Пута. Спецназ херов. Блять, да че ж такое, я не сбил его. На! Могу подбивать вертолеты. Вот так. Ух, как красиво все. Рушится, падает. Fucking great, блядь.
I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Ухло, толкан. Блин, какой долгий уровень, однако. Что бы вообще?
Você tá me tirando, porra? Alguma coisa, seu filho da puta! Seu chefe,
Puta.
Man, I was guessing these guys didn't spend their spare time studying the Geneva Convention.
Осмотрены мертвые жители. Окей, вроде всех смотрели. Кровожадные ублюдки.
Jesus Christ, these bastards weren't playing games.
Pega, porra! No chão! Ali no chão, cara!
These were the same paramilitary cops I had seen executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party. Nasty business. If these were the guys De Silva was worried about, maybe he had a point.
Купленные. Частная вооруженная сила на
Yes,
службе
this
этого
was
брата
definitely them.
Сильва, или как его зовут.
Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas.
О, что-то есть. Калька.
I couldn't make much sense of what I was seeing, feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else.
Темнело, целый день здесь воюешь.
I had no option but to take the scenic route. These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But who cast judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force?
Show! Essa puta aqui!
Traz essa puta aí! Olha de merda. Nunca prende
То ли Снейк. А у него рубашку порвало, глянь. Рубашка дырявая. Ой-ой-ой, ясно. Блять, а что, блять, надо было тут делать? Непонятно, сидеть? Выскакивать из засады? Вообще не врубаюсь. И, блять, почему у меня ствол сейчас? Вот куда? Вот куда делся мой ствол, блять? Тихо. Заперто. Покатились.
It seemed like as good a place as any to lie low and get my bearings. Problem was,
Другим достойным джентльменом.
same idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck. Another reminder, not that I needed one, that any low point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to find out. It was Sao Paulo's finest and a busload of lucky winners they'd picked out earlier.
Так, с этими парнями лучше не связываться. Эспра.
I decided I might as well follow them. I was lost and they were going somewhere, and it was the closest I was going to get to a plan.
По стелсу придется двигаться.
Where were they taking them? Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more? When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut.
Так, надо небольшой перерывчик сделать. Текст, ну что, продолжаем.
And my gut was telling me that band of merry men would lead me to some answers. Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received.
Tá tudo sob controle, tá tudo bem. Olha lá.
What was going on here? They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong. In fact, everything felt wrong. Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't gonna end in a piñata and a slice of cake. What the fuck was this? The vigilantes doing an exchange with the death squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals. Now I had to find Giovanna and Marcello. Without a better plan, I thought I better follow this bastard.
Пипец он обгоревший.
Não faz isso não, viu? Por favor, não faça isso não.
Vamos acabar com essa porra. Cala a boca, sua puta. Vem pra cá.
Here was Giovanna and Marcello. What the hell were they about to do to him?
Queima, viado.
Марсело сожгли. На. Заживо сожгли его. О, ну иди сюда.
You bastard.
На. Ублюдина. Дядя Макс знает, что делать. Бля, Марсель сгорел.
Gonna be okay.
Господи.
No, you don't want to do that. Come on.
Жестко они, конечно, с ним.
Why did they do that to Marcello?
It's a legendary gang way of killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they took.
Shh. Quem fez isso? Foi um americano. Foi? Foi?
He's blaming you for the death of his friend.
Porra de americano. Quando você morre, porra. Caralho. Contra ele. Mata ele. Pode deixar, eu mato.
Что, они прям здесь спать будут, что ли, до утра?
After a couple of hours of lying and shit, you learn to appreciate what you've got. And right now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen no amount of drugs or therapy could erase. That kind of pain follows you around forever. Constant shadow of a wasted life.
Посттравма на всю
Poor girl had
жизнь.
been through enough. We had to find a way out of there.
Глава 10. Либо ведешь, либо стреляешь.
Giovanna was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When half the local police force and a crew of paramilitary psychopaths want to send you upstairs, I reasoned the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a cop looking at me.
All right,
Paso said there's a good place to hide in the back.
just try to stay calm.
Yeah.
Come on. You okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Мужик в банке алкашки с кобурами, с пистолетом идет по улицам. Может, это нормально для них?
I guess this is it.
No, keep going.
Толкнул ее туда. А коп, наверное, выскочит. О, иди укрытие. Stay here. Господи, ее рвет вообще жестко. Фу. Еще и берем. Вот то.
Me and Raul, Bassos you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Просто не сложилось как-то.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh.
Вот, блять, наемники неугомонные.
I don't think these guys are here for your baby shower.
Get down. Stay out of sight.
Один Макс.
Desce e procure por toda parte. Temos que achar a menina e o americano também.
Мой бог. И еще, блядь. Сука. Лови в глаз, ублюдок. Я ранен, баба. Ой, если ее сейчас грохнут. Блядь, куда ты побежала, дура?
Calm down, I said.
Calm down? Are you out of your mind?
Вола.
You're going to kill us.
Ёбнутая, блядь, просто.
Wait there. I'll just be here soon.
There isn't going to be a soon if we stay here. We have to move.
Убейте ее, блядь. Два метких выстрела. По ботинкам дал ему. По голове. Даже так. Так, баб, подожди, я вооружусь. Как-нибудь, блядь. Здесь надо смотреть, тут что-то есть наверняка золотое какое-то. Вот есть, говорю же, золотое. Орудие.
Oh, thank God.
You okay?
Yeah.
Here, quick. Climb under here. And open the gate from the other side. Quick.
Там же ворота открывались, по-моему, не? А.
Stay right here while I check it out. Make sure you stay out of sight.
I can't do this.
Да сиди, не дергайся. Вот блядство. Бля, бомбанет, не бомбанет. Бомбануло знатно. Блять, и меня тоже бомбануло. Так, ладно, пойдем в ближний бой. Блядство. Куда-то я не туда завалился. Да, сука, что происходит, блядь? Тактическая перезарядка, мать вашу. Мой друг дробовик. Тактический, мать вашу, дробовик. Драбадан вообще решает. Ух, как красиво. На.
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open.
Да не ссы. Ось.
The spoils of a desperate man. An army of paramilitaries and only my face made the front page. More publicity I didn't need.
Знатная
Had to get
заварушка.
this poor girl out of there.
Oh my God.
Поди ее.
Max,
Come on.
what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We'll be fine. We just gotta lay low till Passos gets here. This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcello thinking going in there by themselves? Guess their plan was no more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos security detail. Just check this. We need to get out of the open. A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes.
Hey,
If we were lucky.
if you can lift me up there, I'll see if I can lower it down.
All right.
Умная баба.
You got it? Giovanna was a brave girl. She wasn't giving up. And I guess that meant neither could I. Well done.
De nada.
Stay close and keep quiet. God damn it!
Na sacada!
Вот
No, get down!
дядька раз... Готов.
What now? There's no way down!
Hold on.
Давай, Максон, двумя руками.
Get through to that next room?
Yes, I think so.
Well, that may be our best bet. Go on, I'll meet you there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry. I'll find a way through. Just stay quiet and keep down.
Сколько патрончиков. Блин, ну вот опять у меня ствол исчез. Это реально вообще напряжно.
There had to be an easier way out of there than the way I came in.
Известная улика, окей.
I was getting good at this.
Max! Max! Max!
down here either.
There has to be something.
Мата, мата, мата! Блядь, закон подлости, сука. Вот пес, блядь. Кто? Откуда еще, блядь? Вот, блядь, гондоны. Еще один. Родец, блядь. Попал по мне. Павлу не трогайте. Нет. Беги, баба, беги. Где, откуда, блядь, откуда? Да я жив. Кажется, да. Stairs down. Good. Господи, как он разговаривает? У него акцент какой-то. Нью-Йоркский, что ли, акцент какой-то? Good. Что такое? Нет, я не иду к тебе. Это... О, тут что-то есть. Таблетосы.
Breakfast of champions.
Завтрак для чемпионов. Же это как его? Ой, господи. Забыл, как автора зовут. Смотреть ТВ. Go. О, капитан бейсбол. Я наслаждаюсь просмотром ТВ.
As aventuras do Capitão Baseball Bat Boy. Episódio 204. Nosso herói idoso encontrou o esconderijo do Saci, onde ele mantém sua namorada, Bicycle Helmet Girl, como...
Бля, это может смотреть долго.
Ela não é minha namorada.
Me ajuda, me ajuda! Me ajuda, Captain Baseball Bad Boy! Mesmo sendo um velho rabugento que ainda usa roupa de jovem.
Mas quase ele não consegue levantar o taco, quando de repente ele tem uma ideia brilhante.
Eu tô velho demais pra usar esse taco. Tá na hora de trocar por algo que um velho usaria.
Capitão Baseball Bad Boy sacou seu melhor taco de golfe.
Acorda! Acorda!
I must be losing it.
Похоже, я скажу с ума, да. Это определенно. Да не ссы где. Красивый.
Why are they doing this, Max? This is so fucked up!
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
Yes. Сколько же народ завалил Макс Пейн за свою жизнь? Так. Это было предсказуемо. Крип. Универсальная кобура для всего подряд. От УЗИ до дробовика.
Wait here for fossils?
No, it's not safe enough. Come on.
О,
Damn it.
заперта.
Max,
Quiet.
you're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Get a leg up.
А, мой хребет.
Got it? Open the door.
А я пролезу.
Listen.
Check it out. Stay here.
Я, дядя Макс разберется. Вот суки, блядь, я их не заметил. Это была западня, блядь. Блядь, да чтоб вас. Я могу и вот так стрелять. Красиво. Оуклея. Пойду патроны соберу. Блин, классный музон. Нахер этот системный блок. О, что-то есть еще. 5 золотого дробовика. Бабу сюда прошла. Подожди меня тут, окей. От бедра прям. Защитную дверь. Так, это что? О! Конфал. Золотой! Я даже не знаю, что... Золотой финфал. Ах ты, сука. Ублюдок ебаный.
I'm here. It's okay.
Я столько, блять, вообще просто бедная баба.
Ever driven a bus before?
Of course I haven't.
Ever shot anybody?
No.
Well, it's drive or shoot, sister. And right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting.
Ты ведешь ты.
All right, now listen to me. When I give you the word, I want you to slam it into gear, full on the gas, and drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this. Ready? Go.
Погнали. Тра-та-та-та-та-та-та.
You're doing fine.
Ты охеренно водишь.
Try to stay calm.
Puta.
Keep going.
I don't know what I'm
Жми на газ. Блять! Да не ссы. Вот баба. Все нормально. Ты охеренный водитель. Чаппер. Дум. Дерьмо, дерьмо, дерьмо. Блин, ну после такого еще надо выжить. Автобус вам это не легковушка. Автобус как врезается, так там, блядь, все трясется к херам собачьим. О да, о да. О, хоть дали ствол сразу нормально. Бедная баба. Толкнул ее. А я пойду постреляю. Далеко. Да, сука. Воу. Можно есть апельсины. Какой крепкий автобус.
I was just about to run to the roof when my savior and friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for, decided to leave without me.
Boy, Max! Get in! Quick!
I can't believe that bastard just flew off on me. After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor, no.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
But why?
Чтоб козла отпущения
I don't know,
найти.
maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? Hmm? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy. Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max! Max! Come on!
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me? Alfredo Borchardt.
Sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saúde!
Oh. Ah, I gotta quit drinking so much. Could give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Good. No, not good. Bad. Real bad. But good because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey? I love a woman. She's with another and she doesn't want to know it. Fuck her. I mean, could you believe that shit?
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy crackhead, lay off the yayo, eh? Passos. Walk with me. Yeah. What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know? Cause life is good! Where's the truck?
It's coming. Hey, soon.
Passos.
Yeah.
I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
Я думал, он за печень держится, бедный, господи. Пухает по-черному, реально. Вырубился нахер стаканом. Yes. Полночь. Вискарь как стоял, так и стоит в стакане. Просто там вписанный туда. Че, прям стрелять надо даже?
¡No hay nadie aquí! ¡Esta también está vacía! ¡Encontré una!
У меня глок, что ли? Да, у меня глока. Ух, глок херачит вообще огонь. Тра-та-та-та-та-та. Ой, пацаны, я вам не завидую. Дух. Какая-то полиция береговая, судя по всему.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central
Ah,
American
partizаны.
guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit.
Че в холодильнике? О, что-то есть.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
СОС.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
Блядь, вот почему так? Ой.
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
Куда двигать-то, блядь?
There wasn't much air left. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. Shut it down. Breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¡Apoyo! ¡No se lloran! ¡Tranquilo!
Минус борода.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Классная какая. Лодочка. Вздуш.
While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them? It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened. Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on.
Меня немножко ранили в правый бицепс, но это херня.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
Ро-та-та-та-та. На челюсть. Вот что Глок животворящий делает. Что за
Whatever
стена?
they were looking for appeared to be gone.
Перевозят что-то на лодках. Нычечки у них. Может, кокс. Кокаин, конечно же. Они возят кокаин. Целыми лодками. Родриго ничего не знал об этом.
Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it.
Чего интересного
They
нет?
didn't
О.
help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Puta, aquí no hay nada. Miguel, ven y para. Tu hora final.
На кровать. Дорогой, я жду тебя, заходи.
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned
Социалистический
socialist
запал.
zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
Вижу. Всех изрешетил, блядь.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
Чего интересного нет?
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
Сука. Хипстер херов. Куда стреляешь, блядь? Блядь. Уходить. Бля, патронов не густо. Кто там орёт, блядь? Наверху кто-то. Блять. Блядство. Пиздец, меня со спины убили. А, нет, я жив. Ха-ха. Каким-то чудом, но я выжил. Надо больше патронов. Готов.
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcella.
Пасса и
If I'd known
Марселла.
back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it, it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah.
See, I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
Мерда.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Сука. Жух. Заточка невозврата. Фармаковок 100 болеутоляющих. Жух. В печень тебе. А, в сердце куда-то, по-моему. Бля. Ой-ой-ой. Дерганый. Да что, босс?
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Бля. Да, сколько ж вас, блядь. На! Ой, прям в голову. Пасос, ты куда идешь вообще, мудила? Пропустим. Ой, блядь, попали хорошо в меня. Резко, мощно.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a
Подожди.
boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever
Как
came in
насчет
front of me was
патронов?
easier than coming to terms with that
О,
reality.
МПшечка есть, отлично. Тра-та-та. Более с прицелом. МПшечку я возьму. Так, надо проверить здесь все. Кончики. Ну-та. Здорово, ублюдок. На! Поехали. Спасибо. Блядь, да ты охуел, как? Как ты выжил, ублюдок? Скотина психованная, говорит. О, сдегла, дайте пошмаляю, блядь. Сука, справа. Пойдем их с фланга. Кто-то орёт, блядь. А! Печень.
It was nice to see a friendly face in Panama. That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch.
А! Суки. От бедра. Тумба. Вот сука. Линия огня. Ах ты ж, блядь. А. Уродец.
I was letting myself get distracted from the task at hand.
Жух.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late.
Блин, у него прям какой-то этот бзик на спасение баб. Он должен спасти. Ух, нихера.
Jesus Christ.
Вот срань.
Fuck, man. This is brutal.
Brutal?
I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
Заметал следы.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like an action hero. Killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
А ты
So you
громила.
keep saying.
И зачисти.
Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
Нормально.
It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Ладно, на этом мы остановимся. Продолжим тогда в следующий раз.